hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
To Hart!
58, come on. Record.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter."
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jordan Reed has it. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 26, check 26.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, Delta.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Looking to throw. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Let's go. Let's go.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check it.
To throw again. Love. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it with Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. And bulldozing his way through. "7-7", our score after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Slam. Under 10.
This is Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
36.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run with Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance.
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Set up. He's checking. Crack. No.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
at the 17-yard line.
Set, hut. 10, touchdown.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Go. Double up.
He's coming.
On second down, it's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. Second and 4. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Brings up third down and goal.
59 mark. Listen. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 59.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Crosby puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here we go. Check 43. Watch out.
On second down, it's Hines. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Cousins now. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. First down, here's Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, but it's going to be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Ken! First! Hey, exit!
Again, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
51 to Mike.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Ready? Not a wolf. Come on, D. Hayward. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing again. Love. And that's complete to Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, Love. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check, check. Lucky.
Check.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
SOS. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 41.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
51's the mic.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Mike 51.
Go, screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on 2nd down. Love open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go.
Back to throw. Love into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And
he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Vikings. Tavon Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Mike 51. It's a party now. It's a party now. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Short. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51, set up!
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, the ball.
From the gun, Love. And Lewis has it, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 22.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this throw caught left side. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Gonna get this to Austin. It's a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Listen to me. Switch.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection.
And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Love. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 4th quarter comeback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 9 now. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set, hut. Let's go. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Check, 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 check. Get it all. West. Pick the edge. Come.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Green Bay, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the leg out. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season.